Special thanks to our channel members, who without, we couldn't keep making content like this. Consider becoming a member today for bonus content. Hey, let's live in the verse is Carnold, and welcome to Payback Kickoff. We've got two very special guests tonight here for commentary and for the matches. The dynamic trio back together again. Let's throw it over to them. Hello, boys.
Y'all know who it is. It's the notorious JT Jayson here with my best buddy, not named Xander, and Tatum. What's up, Tatum?
Yo, guys, it is me, JT, and Carnold back on commentary again for yet another kickoff show, and I'm just happy to be back with these two guys, you know.
And speaking of things I'm happy to see, Miss Lola Vice looking mighty fine right now. And I have to say, this is quite an interesting matchup for her, teaming up with two people that, I wouldn't say I really want on my side against someone like the Wyatts, but, she's Miss Money in the Bank. I guess any type of help she can get, any type of aid she can get is good aid for her,
Absolutely, this matchup came about from this past Monday. Uncle Howdy showing up backstage, revealing he had laid out Lola Vice on Raw. This matchup was made by Big E, and so Lola Vice needed backup, and so, against the wishes of Frankie Kazarian, apparently, two members of the Kaz Dojo, Miles Bourne and Davion Heights, volunteering themselves to be Lola Vice's backup tonight to make sure she had people watching her back against the Wyatt Six tonight.
I mean, it makes sense, honestly. I get it. She's a beautiful woman, but beyond that, as I said, she's Miss Money in the Bank. You want to keep your hands around. You want to keep your circle kind of close to the people who have power here. And the Cass Dojo, Frankie Kazarian, him being speed champion was quite a while ago. Now you kind of have to center yourself around more prevalent people, so to speak.
And speaking of prevalent, that means anyone but Frankie Kazarian. Talking about important, we're talking about anyone but Frankie Kazarian.
I feel
king,
like
not the king of TNA, but the king of catching strays for sure.
Yeah, about to say, I feel like you and the Xander and all the rest of the clones, you guys got some type of issue. You gotta settle with
Xander's
him.
dead.
Yeah, Xander's dead. R.I.P.
I know he's dead. I know he's dead now, but I mean,
No, he's dead.
before his dying days. But as we get, speaking of dying days, I gotta say, this is quite a scene to see.
The Fireflies are all around the arena today. The spirit of Bray Wyatt is in this building tonight.
That it is, as they emerge once again. This is the first time we've seen any of them compete since WrestleMania, when Uncle Howdy made very short work of LA Knight, who will be talking about his matchup here in a few moments. The way this is going to work tonight, folks, is we're going to have this match, we're going to discuss half the card for Payback, and then we're going to do another match, and then we'll discuss the other half, and then we'll have the main event of Kickoff, which will be Buddy Murphy versus Nick Aldis later tonight. But the Wyatt Six are here. Of course, Alexa Bliss of the Wyatt Six are going to be seen in action later tonight in the Fatal 4-Way on the main show, challenging for the Women's World title. And it kind of looks like Uncle Howdy is trying to make sure Lola Vice can't cash in that briefcase tonight if Alexa Bliss were to get the win.
Indeed. And right now, it's only 5. Right now, they only have to worry about 3 of the current 5 out here. But even still, I wouldn't want to worry about any of the 5. Wait, nope. Yep, I wouldn't have to worry about any of the 5 of these men right now. So, this is definitely a very eerie, very uncomfortable match. I feel like I'd have to be in if I was Lola Vice or even the people at the Cass Dojo here. It's very awkward. I guess just take out one of the most powerful people in WWE right now, and you find yourself with all the power.
Absolutely right about that. It's going to be Loomis, Gacy, and Cross in this one. Howdy blows out the lantern, and it's on.
It's on. Man, I remember when the Wyatt Six were World Tag Team Champions.
And Lola, okay, about to say, do not want that mixed matchup right there.
Oh, Nikki Cross is tagged. Oh no, Nikki Cross going ham on Lola Vice. Lola Vice for the comeback and a kick there to Nikki Cross.
Of course,
Hey, I
Lola
want
Vice
to
has
let
that
people.
MMA background as well. She trained at the American Top Team Dojo.
That's right. She's more than just a pretty face and other nice features. She's also a good in-ring competitor just as well. Ooh, Nikki Cross, even before she joined the Wyatt Six, she was a freaking force to be reckoned with. The type of punishment she could endure, the type of punishment she could give. It was something to see. And right now, taking some punishment in and of herself against Lola Vice.
And you're absolutely right about that, JT. Never forget, Nikki Cross is a former 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion in the LS11 universe.
Exactly. And the back's against the wall. She's always showed up. And right now, Lola Vice, is definitely she can throw hits as hard as the rest of them. But if someone just does not negate, if someone just negates them, if someone just does not respond to them, you're gonna be exhausting yourself out more than anything else. I think the guide here let Nikki Cross try to wear herself out, and right now, seems as though Miles Bourne. I think he's a little hesitant to be laying his hands on a woman.
Equality!
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Oh boy, Miles Bourne never even heard the tag.
yeah.
Loomis.
Miles Bourne is.
Yerman.
Miles Bourne's a lot of things, but you could say he's kind of a gentleman in his own right. Ooh.
In some ways, more than others. Yeah, you're correct. But now Dexter Loomis, the silent killer of the Wyatts, is in. Loomis now.
Off the ropes. Loomis, nope. What's he going for here?
My
Wait, no,
God,
Miles Bourne slams him down.
What strength of Miles Bourne?
Miles Bourne at the top here. What's he looking for here? Going for a splash? No. Loomis out of the way.
Eat
Loomis
shit on the way down.
Loomis now has him where he wants him. Loomis sending him into the corner. Oh, tries to go up. Joe Gacy said, nah.
Yeah, I guess Joe Gacy wanted him to get a little bit more of that striking in.
And Loomis, leg drop, no. You just hit a woman. He just lit his head.
I guess he said, all right, you tricked me once, and I'm going to let it happen again.
And a DDT by Miles
The
Bourne.
hammer of justice is unisex.
I gotta ask, who do you root for in a match like this? I mean, you can say what you want about the Kaz Dojo, Lola Vice. The Wyatt Six, though, I don't know, man. It just seems like they're kind of monsters in their own right. Would you even say that they're even lesser evils?
I mean,
I'd say. Oh, go ahead.
You look at Bourne and you look at Bourne and Heights tonight. They're not working under the influence of Frankie Kazarian. They're seemingly doing this out of just the sheer goodness of their hearts to help Lola Vice because they couldn't stand seeing Uncle Howdy lay his hands on her on Raw. So I mean, they've got to be the lesser evils tonight. Yeah, they work for just a twisted loser like Frankie Kazarian, but
Right into the referee. But he managed to catch himself. But Gacy just had the upper hand right there in that interaction. And what's he going to do it? Only a 2 count. But right now, the pressure is on Miles Bourne. Miles takes it back. I mean, Carnold, you've been in the ring in high-profile matches. Taking on a lot of really weird, freaks and disasters. What do you do with your Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights?
Well, that's quite a weird way to describe yourself, JT. But if you're Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights, you've really got to just try and isolate the Wyatts. Kind of like what's happening right now, as Lola Vice has gotten in against Joe Gacy, and in LS11 universe, anything can go. Any man can fight any woman. As well, man, Gacy. Almost laughing off the pan right now.
Yo. Oh my God! And he sends her out to the outside and tags into Nikki Cross. And I also have to ask, what's it like being in the ring with Scott Steiner? Because I want to be in the ring with Scott Steiner.
Well, he's a genetic freak and he's not normal. He's a great tag team partner to have, that's for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Lola Vice,
Taking
though.
her. See, this is what I'm talking about. She's dangerous in her own right. Taking out both Dexter Lumis and Nikki Cross in the same breath. Nikki Cross had a little bit of a slip up there, as you can see, but I guess, when it's a little hard because I guess she didn't want to knock back Dexter Lumis, but she ends up getting knocked down in the process. But fortunately, Joe Gacy able to, Joe Gacy pays for it
Oh,
too. That fancy footwork right there from Lola Vice.
no, Nikki
Oh,
Cross
that is the
takes
most
her out.
evil thing Nikki Cross could have done.
How
Was
dare you,
interrupted
Nikki
Matt.
Cross?
I mean, hey, if you're dancing
Colin,
on your
get it
opponent
together.
like that, you gotta expect something. You're dancing on your opponent like that, gotta expect you have to have eyes on the back of your head.
Carnold likes Latinas.
I just love the rich history and culture, Tatum.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and here comes Tavion Heights. This is the man I wanted to see right now. Here we
Tavion
go.
Heights.
Oh,
no,
get out of the damn way!
Christ, man.
Senior
right now,
official, my
Tavion Heights
ass.
going up, unglued, and right now, Tavion Heights lifting up all that weight for Joe Gacy.
Takes out
Oh
Lumis.
my God, takes out Lumis. And what now? Oh boy. Oh
He's gonna
boy.
fly.
Oh my God. Oh.
Oh.
Refocusing. Oh, he refocused. He saw Dexter Lumis was getting up, so he said, nope, I'm not falling for it. Oh, I think he just went for a swipe at Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy managed to avoid, and I guess that gave Gacy the opportunity to try to recover. But right now, Tavion able to still stay on top.
In the cover here. No.
And Nikki Cross was the one to make the save this time.
I'm going to the top rope here tonight. What is Tavion Heights? He's going to reach some heights here, and a moonsault. No.
We're really seeing the whole new side of all these competitors. We don't really get to see much of any of them too much, especially in the last season. We saw Gacy and Lumis. We saw the Wyatt Six early on last season, and then we didn't see them again until the very end of the season when they started targeting LA Knight. So this is a great start for them. And then the Kaz Dojo we didn't get to see too much of last season either, outside of the most useless man on the roster.
Gacy with Miles going to save.
No, Miles might pay for that.
Oh no, Lariat takes out Miles, folds him in half.
Almost akin to a certain Brody Lee. Rest in peace, dear sir. Oh, and Miles once again making the save, but this time he gets out of dodge quickly before they can capitalize off of that.
Throws him into the corner here, tag into Lumis. Lumis now, illegal man, bouncing off the ropes. What is Lumis going to go for? Into the corner. Oh, monkey flip there.
Carnold, you said yourself that, we haven't really seen much of the Wyatt Six. I gotta say, I kind of am glad about that. The Wyatt Six, there's an air in them, and I can't quite say I'm always happy to see, to be feeling. And here comes Tavion Heights. Oh, he swings and he misses. Oh, what's Uncle Howdy doing in the ring? Get out of here, you freak show.
Well, the minute Lumis now. Lumis has got Heights right where he wants him, and Dexter Lumis. You see a guy like that swantoning at you, and it's very dangerous indeed.
Yeah, man, of the height and weight. Oh no, Luminous, come on, man.
Lumis, no, don't do it. Lumis, don't do it. Don't do it, Lumis.
Yeah. Oh! He's something for that. Wait, right into Tavion Heights.
Tavion Heights.
Dominated.
Oh!
I don't know if y'all know this, but Tavion Heights actually trained with Bobby Lashley at one point.
Tavion Heights thought he had it, and Lumis with a kick there. Lola Vice asking for the tag, and she's the legal man, or woman, I should say.
Lola from behind. Not afraid to mix it up.
Lola landing some kicks to Dexter Lumis there. And Lola Vice sends Lumis down to the mat. Lola Vice heading to the top rope.
Lola Vice.
Lumis, no.
Oh, he got Lumis.
Takes out Lumis. There's Nikki Cross. Running crossbody there. Oyster up there, Nikki Cross.
Uh-oh.
Oh! In the cup. No. Not even a 1 count. Tries to stop right there. No. Lola Vice.
Uh-oh. Oh. No. Back of the
Oh
head.
my goodness.
Back of the dome. And uh-oh. She got hit with
Nikki
it
Cross
once
is
earlier
seeing stars.
before.
Boy, no.
And
Nikki
Uh-oh.
Cross.
No. Not
Don't
like
do it.
this.
Oh, no. Not like this. To miss Money in the Bank. 1, 2. No.
Jesus Christ.
And
She's
somehow,
still
some
in the
way, it's
match.
not over.
Trying to go for a leg drop, but Lola Vice moves out of the way just in time. Oh my goodness, and now sends her back to the floor, and Lola Vice with the cover. What? No. Dexter Loomis.
Loomis costing her there.
Oh wait, Lola Vice
Oh.
sends him out to the outside. Loomis is phased. He is seeing stars.
Oh. Yeah, we're not going to comment on that.
You know?
Oh, no.
Gacy.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
she's dead.
that's
She's
too
dead.
much. That's too much. Come on now. That's a lady right there.
She's dead, guys. Rest in peace.
Oh,
Lola Vice is
she
still in the match. Lola Vice.
decapitated her. But Miles Bourne comes back in. Miles Bourne trying to make the save. Oh, but he wants to play the hero. This is what being the hero gets you.
And Joe Gacy absolutely wiping out Miles Bourne. Come on, man. This is too much. And Dexter Loomis with a running
Onto the
lariat.
Wyatts, nothing is too much if it wins you the match.
I guess not. This is not the.
No,
this is the
don't
first
do
time
it.
What you doing? Oh,
Okay, so they
Miles
got there.
Bourne tried to put a
Loomis.
stop to it. Oh, shot to the throat. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait a
You
minute.
can't breathe. You can't think. And oh my God, there's a brawl on the outside. Brawl on the outside. Nobody can save him. Nobody can save him.
Oh, Miles Bourne taps.
He's
The Wyatt
out.
Six have done it.
Wyatt Six getting the win tonight over the Kaz Dojo and Lola Vice. At the very end there, you might have seen Joe Gacy and Nikki Cross ran over. They took out Lola and Tavion off the apron, and that was it. Loomis managing to put Miles Bourne to sleep.
A very unfortunate end, but you know what? I can't say it was too unexpected.
That is for sure. We saw Nikki Cross and Lola Vice mixing up with the men in there at some points as well, but in the end, we thought it was all coming in the end right there. You can see the life just fade from Miles Bourne. He doesn't even tap, he just passes out. The Wyatt Six with the win tonight.
And they're standing tall. All 5 of them.
But one has to wonder, is that all? Is their agenda done with Lola Vice, or is there more to come? And if so, what is next for these men and women?
Well, we will find out. We're going to throw it at the kickoff panel where the 3 of us are going to go run through the first matches of the night. Well, alright, folks, here we are at the Payback Kickoff panel. I'm here in the center, JT, the one in the hat on one side of me, Tatum in the shorts on the other. That's the only defining feature that's different about any of us here. So we're going to run through some of the matches here. Tatum, why are you wearing shorts?
It's really hot outside.
And
He's
also, he's
not
wearing
wrong
an
about
I
that.
Believe
It
in
is pretty
ZRC shirt available at the Fourth Wall
I'm
Shop in the
just a
description.
really big fan of Xander. I'm just a huge
Yeah, of
fan.
course. So, we're going to run through half the match card here, going to talk about some of the predictions fans have sent in regarding some of these matches as well, and then we will go into our second match of the night, which is going to be the women's tag team matchup. So, first thing we're going to talk about tonight, I'm going to run everyone through what's gone down, we're going to think about predictions and everything. We're going to talk about Roman Reigns versus Tommaso Ciampa, right? So if you didn't see what happened, Tommaso Ciampa was the WWE champion this time, just a few months ago. Got that shot at the gold that December dismember from being Roman's partner inside of War Games against the Forsaken. Actually ended up winning the matchup, got the shot against Kevin Owens, and Johnny Gargano helped him win. That was where things should have ended between Roman and Ciampa, but then Tommaso Ciampa, after losing the WWE title to Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, next night on Raw, Johnny Gargano gets himself and Ciampa a shot at the World Tag Team titles against the Hardys. DIY win it, and then within seconds, William Regal shows up, and Tommaso Ciampa implodes DIY before our very eyes. Johnny still out, not going to come back anytime soon, out indefinitely. And Johnny Gargano called in a favor from Roman Reigns in exchange for Roman calling a favor in from him for Survivor Series. And now tonight's Roman Reigns, who's compared what Ciampa did a lot to the breakup of the Shield that we saw 11 years ago, almost to the day from this show. Roman Reigns has said he's going to beat the respect back into Ciampa and not let him become an unchecked power like Seth Rollins was back in 2014. So, I'll let either of you go first. How are we feeling about this matchup? Who do we think is going to win this one?
I gotta say, me personally, this matchup, it's hard to watch, honestly. It's hard to see because, Ciampa, he's kind of fallen off the deep end from a while ago. But one would have thought that once he mended those things with Johnny, it would have been, it would have been different, or he would have seen things different at least. And if Roman Reigns has to be the guy to kind of try to reel you in, that's something. But anyhow, I'm gonna really hope that Roman Reigns, just puts the beating onto Tommaso Ciampa. But I don't know, man. There's a reason why Tommaso Ciampa was the WWE champion instead of Roman Reigns following that War Games match. But we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, JT. I have Tommaso Ciampa winning tonight. If you have to see his history, multi-time champion, crazed lunatic, the Black Heart. I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to show Roman Reigns his true side, and I think he's going to defeat Roman Reigns tonight.
Well, another thing I forgot to mention, this is actually the second ever matchup between Reigns and Ciampa, the first one being Cyber Sunday Season 3, where Triple H handed Roman the win. But tonight, it's just mano a mano, no one going to get involved as far as we're aware. And, a lot of people in the LS11 universe seem to agree that Roman is going to beat some respect back into Ciampa. I look here at the bold predictions. We had Gary from the Discord, who we know has the script. If you're part of the Discord, you know that Gary has the fucking script. Thinks that Roman's going to beat some respect into Ciampa, as well as many others do. And I gotta say, I'm really hoping that is going to be the case after everything that Ciampa has put everybody through here in this one. But with that one now, we got another match we want to talk about here. And it's similar, still in the family, keeping it in the family here with the Roman discussion, as we're going to see the first ever, and potentially only ever, battle of the brothers here in WWE between Jimmy and Jey Uso. Of course, Jimmy was the tribal chief of NXT for a while. I feel like the history with Roman doesn't even need to be repeated. We all know what happened. Brought the Forsaken of himself, the GLD, and Jacob Fatu to Raw. Took the Ula Fala from Roman for a few months. Jey was over on SmackDown while this was going down. Roman definitively beat Jimmy at WrestleMania with the help of the Shield. And now Jimmy, Solo, and Naomi forming the new Forsaken now that Regal, Jacob, and the GOD have gone away. And Jey looking to just try and knock some sense back into his brother. I mean, who's walking out of this one with the win?
You know what, Tatum? I'll let you get this one first, actually.
I got our tribal chief, Jimmy Uso. Jey is usually the favorite, the one people expect to win. But I think Jimmy's going to show them who the true, what's it called? The true, the best member of the Usos. I think he's going to prove to him and the world that Jimmy Uso is not a force to be reckoned with.
You know what? I think, I'm just going to give a spoiler to how this match goes. You see, the match starts out, Jey doesn't even let Jimmy go, go to a full entrance in. He dives out to him, throws him around the ring a couple of bit, then decides to get back into the ring, dives out against him again. Then all of a sudden, they start exchanging slaps with each other. Then Jimmy super kicks Jey. Then Jey super kicks Jimmy. Then Jimmy super kicks Jey. Then Jey super kicks Jimmy. They both super kicked each other a while ago. And then Jey tried to go for a spear. But then, it doesn't work out. So Jimmy hits a Samoa drop on him. And then Jey super kicks Jimmy. And then Jimmy super kicks Jey. And then Jey super kicks Jimmy again, goes for that splash, wins the match. That's how that's going to happen. Jey Uso, I got you back. I got your back, homie.
I mean, I might have to agree with you on that one, JT. I've heard Z3, who's going to be on commentary for this matchup. He said he's just going to keep track of the super kicks because he doesn't really know what to add to commentary. So we'll have a live super kick counter going during the match. But a lot of the LS11 universe seem to think that Polynesian Pantheon, Hikuleo and Lance and Hawaii down in NXT, a lot of them think that these two are going to be making a very important play in this matchup, helping Jimmy in this one. But, you know, Jay just beat The Rock and became the People's Champion a month ago. I think I gotta agree with JT on this one. I think Jey Uso is walking out of this one with the win, and it's hard to bet against him. Jimmy has been struggling month after month. Yeah, he's got Solo, he's got Naomi now, but Jay has been overcoming the odds for the last year with everything with Dwayne.
Yep. It's been an uphill battle, and you know what? Jay just seems to be the guy who perseveres when the chips are down. Jimmy, don't know.
Alright, and now let's go on to a very interesting matchup here. I'm very interested to see what everyone thinks. It's being dubbed by The Miz as the ultimate homecoming here to Mexico City, as Austin Theory, with Adam Pearce in his corner, has to defend the Intercontinental title that he struggled uphill for months to take from Bronson Reed last month at WrestleMania. In fact, just 3 weeks ago at WrestleMania, he struggled to get it from Bronson Reed. But tonight, the world's largest luchador, the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, El Grande Omasa Kano, who I'll go ahead and say is the heavy favorite among the LS11 universe, with the exception of Gary, who, as we know, has the script. Everyone believes that El Grande Omasa Kano's quote-unquote homecoming is going to lead to an Intercontinental title victory over Austin Theory, and I'll go ahead and give my prediction first since I've met everyone else go first so far. I'm almost afraid that that is going to be the case tonight, but I'll turn it over to you guys. What do you think between El Grande Omasa Kano and Austin Theory?
Hey man, you don't have to even ask me my question. The question right now, without a doubt, I am going with Austin Theory. I have seen that boy rise to the occasion almost every time. When he went against Gunther, when he was teaming with Roman Reigns, that man has really grown from being the sidekick, the lackey of the six of guys like Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis, and now he's really become his own man. And beating Bronson Reed, that was a stepping stone. Seeing him finally rise above and lift Bronson Reed off of his shoulders to finally win that Intercontinental Championship, that was the first step. Now we're going to see him go once again, rise to the occasion, and put down that giant dumbass of Masakana.
Well, I got to keep the trend. I disagree. I think Omasa Kano is going to win, the heavy favorite, the world's largest luchador, winner of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial. I think he's going to win this match today. I think he's going to show his dominance and such. I got Omasa Kano winning, which is also weird. He kind of looks like Omos.
Yeah, I was actually looking at them recently, and there's been a lot of speculation about who's under that mask. Austin Theory thought it was the Big Show recently. He thought it was the Great Khali recently. I've been hanging out with Shaq a lot lately. A lot of people think it might be Shaq, but I don't see any kind of physical trait that's similar in the slightest between Omasa Kano and Shaquille O'Neal, personally. I look at Del Grande Omasa Kano, and you know what? Hornswoggle ain't slick. That's all I'm saying. Alright, final matchup we're going to talk about before we throw into our next matchup of Glitz and Glamour versus the Force of Greatness, Tiffany Stratton and Blake Monroe versus Nia Jax and Nikita Lyons. We're going to talk about the Women's World Title, one of our co-main events of the night. Alexa Bliss of the Wyatt Six versus Sol Ruka, the hot upstart from NXT, Rhea Ripley, the former Women's Champion, and the current Women's World Champion, Jordynne Grace. There's nothing more to say about this one other than these four women cannot stand one another, and only one of them can walk out as champion. I have seen quite literally everyone predicted to potentially win this one.
This is an interesting one. Tatum, who you think, actually?
I'll let you go first.
Me? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm really liking this vibe from Sol Ruka. She kind of gives me that kind of underdog kind of vibe that I feel like I kind of had when I first came into LS11. So you know what? I'm giving Sol. You're the one I'm gonna give my favorite to.
For once, this whole panel, I have to agree with JT. Everything he said perfectly describes what I was about to say about Sol Ruka.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to complete the hat trick there. Sol Ruka pinned Jordynne Grace on Monday. She is the first person to have pinned Jordynne Grace since Jordynne Grace lost the Knockouts title to Fallon Henley on the final night of TNA at Worlds Collide last season. Sol Ruka's on a roll. She's beat Rhea Ripley. She's beat Jordynne Grace. For all we know, she might pin Alexa Bliss tonight to complete the hat trick, and it would be the biggest upset of the season so far, I would probably say. But,
Yeah.
But there you have it. That is our predictions for these first 4 matches. We're going to go back up to commentary, and we're going to get down into the 2-on-2 matchup. Force of Greatness versus Glitz and Glamour coming up right now.
Out of curiosity, why don't we just do these? Why don't we do this kind of thing near the actual, announce table? It might just be better for us getting up and then walking all the way up here, and then going all the way back down there, and then walking back up there. It's a
That's
lot of
just these
walking.
3 random guys sitting at the announce table, and they refuse to move. I don't know really what's going on. I don't know if it's like a Make-A-Wish thing or something, but that's why we're not allowed to sit up there, actually.
Oh.
All right, on to the matchup. All right, well, now that we're at the auxiliary commentary table, because you can just see those 3 guys refuse to move. I don't know what the deal is. We've got some women's tag team action going on tonight, and you got to think the winners of this one probably going to be slated for a shot at Fatal Influence in those women's tag titles pretty soon.
Here we go.
We have Force of Greatness.
Yep. And as I gotta say, I'm gonna say this one, and that'll be the only time I say it. Thick chicks hit. All right. Now.
All right.
No comment.
I don't know how to feel about that one, JT. To borrow a quote from Xander, I don't have an opinion on you saying that one, JT.
I don't have an opinion either. My wife will kill me.
Hit the Sabrina Carpenter music. As here come the duo known as Glitz and Glamour to the ring.
Sabrina Carpenter. There's 2 of them.
Whoa. Hold up.
Yes.
Hold up. Where did she get that lollipop?
You don't want to know. Anyways. Tiffany Stratton and Blake Monroe, the Glitz and the Glamour of Monday nights, made their tag team debut back at WrestleMania. This is the 2nd time we're ever seeing them compete together as well. They have outright said they've got their sights set on those women's tag team titles as well. And you know they're going to be watching Fatal Influence very closely.
Gotta say, these 2 definitely got the looks of somebody of a team that I would want to see with those white straps.
Absolutely. Tiffany Stratton, the former women's world champion. Blake Monroe, we've barely even gotten to really have a time to see in LS11 Universe. We saw her show up last season. She was known as Mariah May at the time over in AEW. And then she got signed by WWE not long after. We saw her arrive at WrestleMania as... Oh my god!
Oh! What the hell?
As I said, man, thick chicks hit. I know I said I would only say it once, but man, she hits like a truck.
Oh my goodness.
Jax came out of the gate on that one.
Hey, I think she's tired, man. She's tired of being pushed aside. Like this Blake Monroe person comes in, and now all of a sudden, like, we're gonna act like the forces of greatness ain't been here this entire time. Ooh, Tiffany Stratton coming out the gate.
Oh, wait,
can't put down Nia Jax.
Oh wait, Nia Jax. Oh my god, no, Nia, don't do it. Oh my god, Nia, why?
As I said, I think the force of greatness here. This team is tired of WWE pulling out some fancy new toys every now and then. They want some respect. Oh, and they'll destroy the former women's champion if they got it.
I mean, Nia Jax and the Kid Alliance, they got put together about a year ago, Cyber Sunday 2. And I suppose I can exclusively announce here and now that in a couple of months we'll be doing Cyber Sunday 3 finally. They were put together, Nia and Nikita were, because of Cyber Sunday last year. They were the 2 most popular women voted into the women's tag title match that night, oddly enough.
I wonder why.
I have no idea. You know what the crazy part is? You know who got 3rd place in that poll?
Ooh.
Kaden Carter, of all people. Katana Chance didn't even place top 7. Kaden Carter was the 3rd most voted woman in the matchup, though.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, what a stomp.
As Blake Monroe and Nikita Lyons are in now.
Oh, and Nikita just behind.
Blake Monroe, the kick there. Blake Monroe, crossbody
And don't
to
forget, Blake
Nikita
Monroe.
Lyons.
Blake Monroe's debut just 3 weeks ago was defeating Trish Stratus and Mickie James in tag team action. A Hall of Famer and a future Hall of Famer defeated in
What a
their
way.
debut in just one match.
What a
now
way
they just
to
jumped
win.
there.
It's all uphill from here.
For a second, I thought Carnold was going to say Nikki ASH.
No, that's dumb gimmick lasts for all of like a month and a half for us.
Should have lasted longer.
Now, Blake Monroe heading to the top here tonight. Nia Jax just standing there. Nia Jax is the legal woman. Oh my God.
Blake Monroe said, "You can get the tag. I don't care. I'm still going to hit you with this."
And now,
Oh boy.
Nia Jax has her up. Sidewalk slam.
Nia Jax. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Leave her alone, Nia Jax. She has songs to make.
Trying to mess up the pretty face of Blake Monroe.
Oh, and Blake Monroe takes her down. Blake Monroe trying her best to get down this force of greatness.
Taking the fight straight to her.
Uh-oh.
Nia Jax isn't phased.
I think that just pissed her off. That just pissed her off.
Blake Monroe. Chop block.
In the leg. Smart.
Here we
go. Nia Jax off the rope. Oh, drop down. Nia Jax. Wait, what's happening here? Drop kick there.
What a float over there from Blake.
That drop kick was fantastic.
Fancy footwork, and it looks like Tiffany Stratton's going to capitalize. Oh.
A moonsault there after that fantastic drop kick. That was just like, oh, wait. Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it takes her out. Oh, my God.
Tiffany, prettiest moonsault
ever. With the cover here tonight. Looking for the win. A 1, a 2. No!
Oh. Gotta take a little bit more than that to put down Nia Jax. And the audience is making their voices known. Tag team wrestling.
1, a 2. No!
Blake Monroe, I guess she just thought she'd give it a shot.
I know. Trying to get Nikita Lyons out of the picture. And now Nia Jax trying to drag her over, but Blake Monroe. Oh, double axe handle. Blake Monroe uppercut there. Knocks Nia Jax off her feet. Hoisting her up.
Oh.
Blake Monroe. Shout out to Brody Lee.
This is clothesline that Nikita making
the save. No. What a waste of a finisher. And now, hoisting her up, bringing her. Oh, wait.
This. Oh.
Sends her to the corner. Blake Monroe. Heading to the top. Blake Monroe, what could she be looking for?
Oh.
Splash. Blake Monroe. Oh, wait. Here comes Tiffany Stratton. Oh, what?
Miscommunication there, it would seem.
They're still kind of just learning a little bit about tagging with each other.
I get there.
Oh my God.
Holy
her
shit.
whole body at Nia Jax.
A lot of drop kicks.
Hey, you got time? Nia Jax, that's a pretty major force right there. A major force of greatness.
Oh my God!
Holy moly! Powerbomb Nia Jax. What in the world? Cover there. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, if you can powerbomb Nia Jax, I think you're gonna win. Yeah, that would probably do it.
And what a match here tonight by Glitz and Glamour.
Hey, they had a few bumps in the road, but you know what? I think this is one of their second outings as tag team. They're still learning each other out. They're still feeling each other out. They had good moments right there. Force of greatness. They're gonna need to kind of recall, get back to basics, I guess. Right now, because Glitz and Glamour. If they said they want to go after the tag titles, I think this was a good start.
You're absolutely right. I thought the PME was going to do it. Nia got the unexpected kick out from it. And then we saw Blake Monroe dish out that clothesline only for Nikita Lyons to get involved. And then Tiffany Stratton came in, hit that powerbomb, and it was all she wrote.
You know, a little bit of miscommunication, but they ended up getting the job done here tonight.
Glitz and Glamour standing tall, getting the win tonight. Because we'd be looking at the next women's tag team champions. It's very possible. For sure.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Almost
we're going to take it back up to the ramp. Alright, folks, well, we're back up here on the ramp here to talk about the final 4 matches of the main card tonight, and then we'll get into our kickoff main event of Buddy Murphy versus Nick Aldis. And the first thing we're going to be talking about tonight is the big 6-man tag team action coming up. This all came about because of the nights after WrestleMania. 3 new additions to Raw versus the Scapegoats. The Scapegoats, of course, being the European champion Jinder McDonough, Nathan Frazier, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and the newest addition to Raw, Jack Perry. Perry, McDonough, and Frazier are going to be teaming up in 6-man tag team action tonight. This all came about on the night after WrestleMania when Sheamus made his official return to Raw, joining it in the draft. Was getting beat down by the Scapegoats when Mr. Iguana would make the save, and then just 7 days later, we would find out Sheamus and Mr. Iguana would find out they had backup when I believe it was Jada McDonough and Jack Perry. The Scapegoats found out what happens when you utter the words, "Say his name."
Oh, no.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Well, no, not yet. We'll do that later. It's fine. Guys in the truck, you were a little too soon on the hitting the music video there. I hear we got something special anyway. So, Joe Hendry, Sheamus, and Mr. Iguana have all made some sort of indication they want the European title. And so I suppose as they come up against the Scapegoats tonight, where we've seen Jack Perry and Nathan Frazier have an argument after argument as of late, I raised the question to you guys when I asked you who you think's going to walk out of the win in the 6-man tag. I also ask, how can they coexist?
You just gotta believe.
Well, here's the thing. I think I speak for all of us for our predictions here. Nobody in this singular arena wants to see Nathan Frazier, Jack Perry, or JD Don't Google me come out on top in this match. I think all of us want to see them get their asses kicked. Possibly Jack Perry gets some real glass used on him, and then we all walk away happy. I get it's a really weird mixture with Sheamus and Mr. Iguana. And, Mr. Iguana wants the European title too, right? Like it's weird, One would think he wanted a European going after a European title, but nonetheless, it's really is something to me when I think that we want this really weird team to give outsiders of this really weird team of Sheamus, Joe Hendry, and Mr. Iguana. With Joe Hendry and Mr. Iguana being the more fan favorites, and Sheamus kind of being a guy there. We want these guys to overwhelmingly beat the Scapegoats.
All I'll say is you guys just people could have to really believe in Joe Hendry. I think Joe Hendry and his squad are going to get it done tonight because everybody just has to believe.
I mean, hard to disagree. Joe Hendry is a 2-time NXT champion. JT, you talk about Joe Hendry and Mr. Iguana being fan favorites. Don't count out Sheamus either. He has absolutely won the love and respect of the fans in the last several years. And I think it's because we all know that Sheamus will put on banger after banger after banger after banger. Sounds like me on a Saturday night with my beautiful wife Amara. Hey-oh. Anyways, so, all that said, you guys wonder why I have so many kids. Anyways, all of that being said...
Sorry, what did you just say?
Not important. Anyway, all of that being said, I think I got to agree with you guys. I think we're going to see the strange trio, the strange bedfellows trio of Mr. Iguana, Sheamus, and Joe Hendry. I think the Scapegoats... One thing I've said about them a lot, and I think other people agree, they could be a force to be reckoned with. They could be trios champions if they would get out of their own way. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Jack and Nathan get into arguments every other week. JD, no one can understand what the hell he's saying 90% of the time with that Lego brick head of his. So I think I got to agree with you guys that the fan favorites are going to get the win over this one. over what can essentially be described as the fuckboy problem of Monday nights.
That should have been their faction name.
Look, man, the censors wouldn't allow it. But anyway, I'm moving into some more action, some women's action. The Women's United States title coming up. That's going to be one of our early matches of the night as well. We saw Fatal Influence make a shock debut and win the women's tag titles at WrestleMania, winner take all. Next night on Raw, it was revealed they'd been drafted to the Red Brand, and Fallon Henley was coming after the Women's United States title. Becky Lynch, of course, taking it just 3 weeks ago from Liv Morgan and starting the Becky Lynch US Open Challenge, and it's all going down tonight. Fallon Henley knows how to be a champion. She's a former NXT Women's Champion, but she has never faced someone like Becky Lynch. Gentlemen, who do you think is walking out between Lynch and Henley tonight with that Women's US title around her waist?
I'm going to have to go with the man, Becky Lynch, just because, Becky Lynch has way more experience in this stuff, and she's Becky Lynch. There's nothing really else to say, honestly.
I big it's really nice we were agreeing for so long, but we gotta disagree now. I actually think Fallon Henley has this one. If this is the United States Championship we're talking about, and I hate to say it, but Fallon Henley, she's pure American, and much more once you have the likes of Fatal Influence backing you up. It might just be too much for Becky Lynch. We've seen it overwhelm her in the past, and it might overwhelm her again.
Well, JT, I gotta tell you, you are seemingly all alone on that one. Everyone has been predicting that Becky Lynch is going to overcome the odds tonight, making references to a recently departed, influential, I suppose, is the best word I can try and respectfully use to describe him, part of the business from decades ago, with how often Becky will get the win over the younger stars, but it's hard to bet against Becky Lynch. She just came back. She's been trying to use this open challenge to help the younger stars, and she's been overcoming them at every turn. And I don't know if I like Fallon Henley's chances tonight against her. But that brings us on to the match that I can confirm is going to kick off the event here tonight. A fatal four-way ladder match to crown new World Tag Team Champions after Ciampa vacated the titles with the injury to Johnny Gargano, when the Yeah Nation of John Cena and LA Knight faced the former champions, the Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt, faced the Lucha Bros, Penta and Phoenix, faced Los Ingobernables, Andrade and Rush. Now, Rush and Andrade, as well as the Lucha Bros, not only is it a homecoming for them tonight, but also they're the only teams that have to qualify. The Hardys were put in this matchup due to it being a rematch, and John Cena, as we know, threw his weight around a little bit to get this matchup tonight. But it's a ladder match. It definitely favors every team, I'd say, except for the Yeah Nation, so I'm going to give my prediction first. But it's also John Cena's final year, and something just gives me this strange suspicion that John Cena and LA Knight have something up their sleeve, and they're going to walk out tonight with those World Tag Team titles. What do you guys think?
I gotta say, yeah, appreciate that. I like to think that this dream of Andrade and Rush, some people may not like them, but I really see a lot of potential there. Los Ingobernables, anyone who's ever seen those guys in the CMLL show, they know those guys, they can go. And Los Ingobernables, they're gonna be running real wild over this division when they win those tag titles. I got Los Ingobernables.
I'm gonna also have to go with Los Ingobernables, or whatever JT said. I'm gonna agree with him for once. Hop back on that trend.
Yeah. See, me and Tatum, we have an understanding as a tag team, just kind of what tag team wrestling's all about. And I think we both can see a lot of that tag team potential right there that the tag division and WWE could get with the likes of Andrade and Rush behind them as the tag team champions.
All right, well, folks, that brings us on to the final matchup here tonight. The main event, the big one, what's going to close the show for the WWE Championship. 6-way dance, one fall to the finish. The biggest matchup of the night. Seth Rollins walking in, defending the WWE title against Axiom, Adam Cole, Aleister Black, Karrion Kross, and Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins wants to be a fighting champion, and now he's got it. He's got everybody coming at him from all sides. Who's walking out of here as WWE champion?
I mean, do we even have to ask a question like that? I mean, we saw Seth Rollins overcome so much on his rise to the WWE Championship. And I get it. There's a lot of really odd people in this match, a lot of odds to overcome right now. But right now, this is Seth Rollins' time, man. He didn't just win that belt just to lose it when the going got hard. Seth Rollins is most definitely coming out on top.
I'm going to also go with Seth freaking Rollins.
All right, well, you know what? It's hard to bet against Seth Rollins. I think everyone's agreeing that Seth's going to somehow overcome it. But you know what? I'm going with Karrion Kross. It feels like it's his time. This guy is on fire right now. But I'll agree with everyone else to disagree. We're going to go back down to that announce table. We're going to make these guys leave it. And we're going to get on commentary. And we're going to have the main event of Kickoff right now. Alright, it is time for our final matchup of Payback Kickoff tonight. As out first, from Monday Night Raw, it's time to let out the best kept secret, because here comes Buddy Murphy to the ring.
I got a question. Is it really the best kept secret if we all know he's the best kept secret?
I mean, his theme song also says he is Secret No More, so he's kind of been going by Secret No More lately anyway, so, it's just kind of an old habit thing for me, calling him the best kept secret.
Buddy Murphy's a lucky bastard.
But I'll say this, Buddy Murphy, I gotta say, there's a lot of fanfare over this man. I don't know if it's because they feel bad for him or they feel like, they see some potential in him, but, Buddy Murphy actually does have a lot of support for, I'm not gonna lie, someone who's kind of a dick.
Alright, well, Buddy Murphy has made his way to the ring.
I gotta say, he's got one hell of an opponent going up against tonight. But I don't see any fear on this man's face. See pure determination. Maybe that's why people like him. I mean, we're gonna have to see tonight. He's definitely got a tall task. I don't mean that, and I don't mean that as a short man joke, but
But he's got to face off with Raw's national treasure. With Nick Aldis, who's got his wife, Mickie James, by his side tonight. We haven't seen that before.
Another lucky bastard.
That's very true.
But Nick Aldis, Nick Aldis is a TNA legend, as a lot of people know, and I think this might be his time to shine in LS11 universe.
One might be saying it's just kind of been weird, One would have thought his time would have shown long ago. He took over the 7. He didn't really get to shine then. Came over to Raw to try to make a change. Didn't really get to shine then. It's kind of been an off season for Nick Aldis for a while now. And I don't know if he can't beat Buddy Murphy tonight. It might be just time to put up the roots. Hang it up.
Could be. Nick Aldis, of course, everything fell apart with Randy Orton. They were, I would say, WWE might owe us some royalties because they were the allies of convenience before Bliss and Flair were in real life. Just saying. They even said that once the team was no longer convenient, they were going to turn on one another, and that's what happened leading to WrestleMania. But now, here we are, Buddy Murphy and Nick Aldis going one-on-one here on the final match of Kickoff.
And here we go.
Difference right now. Nick Aldis kind of towering over Buddy Murphy. Kind of having to crouch to stay on his level. Buddy Murphy there. A little bit quicker than Nick Aldis.
What an elbow by Murphy.
Oh, Murphy's wrenching it back still here. Buddy Murphy.
He's not playing these games.
He's got the arm behind him again now, and Buddy Murphy and Nick Aldis now. Still going back and forth here. Murphy, of course, the former United States champion, the former two-time AEW International champion, the winner, not the runner-up in the Season 6 World Cup, which, by the way, the Season 7 World Cup beginning soon for members and Patreons, the Women's World Cup. We'll have a big announcement about that soon once Xander is, been resurrected. We're working on that. He's in the Lazarus pit as we speak, is what I've heard.
Oh, got him right back in position. Right back into position. Oh, my goodness. Look at the strength.
What a standing vertical.
Hey, look, that man, Buddy Murphy, may not have, vertically, he might be a little bit vertically challenged, but that is not a small man by any means. Like, he is a heavy
the speed he moves at is insane.
Oh.
There's a reason this guy went so far in the second World Cup. He was literally a finalist against Seth Rollins last year, and it only came up short by a fraction of a second.
And get out of the way, ref. Who's hiring these referees?
Yeah, these referees have been getting in the way of quite a few of these stars. Oh, my God.
Might need to talk to Triple H.
We might, Oh, and the B trigger from Buddy on that one.
I think he's still mourning the death of his son.
Yeah, mourning the death of Fat AJ Styles, Seth Fat Ass Rollins, whatever else Xander went by.
Oh, get caught off guard, takes down the leg. And now what can he possibly do? Giving him some, trying to wear down on the Magnus. Mr. Magnus here. Uh-oh. Oh.
He hits the Mag Daddy driver.
Nope.
That is no joke what it was called at one point. And Xander thought it was so funny that he decided we were still calling it that instead of the Magnus driver.
Oh, look at Nick Aldis. Look at him just flexing.
Liking those 24-inch pythons.
Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Uh-oh.
And now...
Flips out.
Oh.
Takes down the arm.
Murphy.
It's hard to... Oh. Knees straight to the... That wasn't even to the chin. That was straight to the jaw. Uh-oh.
Now. B-trigger. 1, 2. No.
Nick Aldis staying alive for now in this one. Oh, he's got Buddy now.
Oh.
Grab the leg. Buddy Matthews getting his leg stomped out.
Oh, Nick into the Kingland's Clover.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Matthews is trying to crawl over to the ropes. He's struggling though. He's
struggling. Nick Aldis has him locked in. Buddy Murphy.
Aldis has amazing control, adding pressure to Buddy Matthews.
It's a long distance call to make to get to those ropes as well if you're Buddy Murphy. He's got to try and fight his way out of this one. Oh, he makes it to the ropes though.
Press the arm. Oh, it's another forearm. Tosses into the nope, not to the outside.
Back elbow. And a knee there.
Just a flurry of offense from Mr. Magnus here. Oh wait, what are you doing?
What is this guy doing?
What is he doing right now? He's blocking that turnbuckle from the view of John Cone.
Oh. Has him up. Wait, what are you doing? Oh!
Oh, and Cone has finally noticed it here.
Oh,
you son of a bitch!
Oh, low blow.
No wonder. No wonder. I was wondering why he didn't capitalize immediately.
Oh, no. No, don't do it. No, this can't be it. This can't be how Buddy Murphy goes.
This cheap son of a bitch. Uh-oh.
Oh.
And Buddy Matthews is completely discombobulated right now.
Elbow drop into the
Left completely
cover.
thrown. 1, 2. Oh my God.
Nick Aldis
And
with the
Nick
victory.
Aldis finally getting a big win tonight, and he does it at the expense of Buddy Murphy. It was a fantastic back and forth until Aldis decided to pull that turnbuckle pad off, using it as a distraction long enough for the referee to go and take care of it, only for Aldis to go down and low blow Buddy tonight. Things are not off to a great start for Buddy Murphy this season. Losing to Obafemi a couple of weeks ago, losing to Nick Aldis tonight. His wife is furious. I mean, it could not be a worse time to be Buddy Murphy right now.
A lot of trouble in the house of Matthews, but right meanwhile in the house of Aldis, things might be looking up for right now. I got to say, he got the win by any means necessary, and you know what? Whether you like it or not, he got the win.
And there you go. Nick Aldis with the win. That is going to do it for Payback Kickoff. I want to give a special shout out to JT and Tatum for joining us once again. I want to, for the first time ever, invite them to do the "and I've been blank" after I say the thing. And then, so with all that said, we're heading into the main card. So with that said, I've been Carnold.
I've been Tatum.
This is JT, the notorious JT Jayson.
And that was Universe. Special thanks to $10 and above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Nizzle, and Harry Willetts. With Patreon support, I'm able to do uncut and uncensored Let's Play content, bonus episodes of Universe, and much more. Consider joining at the link in the description.